Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Dimler home. And we are so excited. I convinced Kirk to come and help me with this. I am Britta, and this is Kirk Dimler. We are Young Living Crown Diamonds, and we are super proud of each one of you for taking time to hang out with us this afternoon. So we are going to give you some tips and tricks. And this is the thing, is, even after goodness, almost 13 years we've been in. It'll be 13 years next month that we have been Young Living members. And even after all this time, I am still like, when I hear new tips. And so I shared a few of these earlier this week with my group, but I think it's time that we just kind of let everybody know some of them. And I would love to hear what your favorite tips are, okay? So if you type in as we're talking, let us know if you've tried these tips before, if you've had success with them, and what your favorite ones are. And from whatever you guys enter, I will do a few drawings. Well, I think Sonia said after Sunday, so we will give stuff away to you as well. All right, so first of all, hand washing is so important right now, right? And everybody's focused on hand sanitizer, and everybody, we're hoarding it. But you guys, Dr. Book says you don't need sanitizer. What we need, we just need to wash our hands with good soap, you guys. So he has done some great videos on hand washing, right? And so you put the soap in your hands and you focus on this part of your hands and your fingertips, right? Not the backs, like he says everybody washes. I always wash my hands this way, so I'm not sure what he's talking about there, but evidently everybody washes the backs of their hands. So wash the fronts or the palms, wash your fingertips. I've started doing like this with my fingertips, right? And then he says because everybody is using and washing their hands over and over and over again throughout the day, our hands are getting so dry. And that is one of the things I love about our sanitizers. It doesn't dry out your hands, but neither will this, okay? So your Thieves soap, your Christmas Spirit if you still have it, the Luscious Lemon when it comes out. I'm so excited to get mine. After you wash your hands well, rinse them off with water, pat them dry. So don't scrub them dry with a towel, you pat them dry, and then use your lavender lotion or whatever your favorite lotion is, or your moisturizer, he said, which I was like, I've never used moisturizer on my hands. Isn't that interesting? So, and Skyla gave me this tip this last week. This is actually a pump from the massage oil bottles, and they will fit into your lotion bottles and your shampoo and conditioner and body wash and whatever other, dish soap. It'll fit in this bottle. You guys, that's like the best tip ever. So reuse these pumps. Don't throw extra stuff away, okay? And I can't tell you how many of these pumps I have that I'm like, we like for V6, sometimes I just like to pour and not pump. So there you go. Reuse your pumps on your other bottles. Dish soap too, okay? All right, the other thing Dr. Mike has talked about a lot is that we have to wash our fruits and veggies. Are you guys buying extra right now because you want to keep your immune system up? You're trying to be healthy. And evidently at the stores now, they're saying there are signs posted in the produce department saying wash your fruit and veggies. So I love that Young Living has this taken care of, right? They are already providing us with these fruit and veggie wash. So hopefully I just get a big bowl of water. I pour some in. I am not a measurer, so don't ask me how much, but I think there are directions on the back. 2 tablespoons for every gallon of water. Okay, I pour. And this is a great option to wash your fruits and veggies. Now I know it's out of stock, but again, he gave us tips. You don't need to fear that or to stress about that, because did you know that Thieves dish soap would wash your fruit and veggies? Thieves hand soap will wash your fruit and veggies. And I forgot to get this one out. We have washed our fruit and veggies. Kirk knows what I'm going for. With Thieves household cleaner. Yes, we have. In a pinch. This is safe for your fruit and veggies, you guys. So don't freak out. Yeah, and you can put it in a spray bottle so you can squirt it. Of course, we have the pump one that you can take with you and squirt it, but you don't need to freak out because they're out of fruit and veggie wash. Okay, I know if you've been using oils, you better have this in your house because this replaces everything, right? So use your household cleaner. It's an all natural cleaner. Okay, use your dish soap, use your hand soap. Okay, you can get lots of uses out of that. And in fact, if you're washing your hands after you got back from the store and you have an apple, why not, after you rinse your hands, just get another pump and wash your apple off, okay? Because you can use your lotion afterwards. All right, Kirk's gonna give you a tip on onion cutting. And how many of you know this tip? So type in or give us a wave if you know this tip.
All right, so now that we're at home, making a lot...
He's waving a knife at me.
I have complete control of this knife. I still have 2 of my fingers after all this Corona stuff. Anyway, we're making more stuff at home now. So onions, especially if you get the nice fragrant ones, as soon as you cut into them, I'm crying. Then, I put my fingers in my eyes like I'm not supposed to. I learned this little trick, and if you've been around YL for a while, you probably know it. Maybe you don't. Thieves, our friend. This time with our little stay-at-home stuff. But this bottle is almost empty, so you don't need a bunch. What I do is I just kind of sniff it a little bit, then set it on my counter, and then I start hacking up my onion. Oh, set on my cutting board right there.
That way they can see it, maybe.
Oh, can you see it?
Okay.
And it just sits there. I can cut pounds and pounds of onions at this point. No crying. No leaky eye syndrome like Gary said. His was from a different reason than onions. But that way I keep my fingers out of my eyes, because then all I do is push it back in there and it gets even worse. So it's a great little tip. Don't need much. If you think it's empty, keep the lid. Keep it in your kitchen. Still got enough thieves in there that can... I take a big whiff, and then on the counter right next to my onions. There you go.
Okay, so maybe, did you know that tip? Let's hear what your tips are, okay? I'm kind of watching, and I want to add yours in as well. So this is another really popular product right now, right? Thieves cough drops and the lozenges. So which one, first of all, I would love to know which is your favorite. Are you a cough drop person with the peppermint flavor, or are you the traditional lozenge with the Thieves flavor? So I know that one of these is out of stock oftentimes, either the lozenges or the cough drops. And again, people are like, oh no, we're out of these. What are we gonna do? You guys, did you know we still have options? This is one of my favorites, okay? The Thieves cough drops or the lozenges are super strong, wouldn't you agree? So my first tip with these is that you keep the wrapper, because especially for kids, if you give one of those to your child, they might suck on it a little bit and go, oh, it's so hot, mommy, it's so hot. And my youngest often would give me her cough drop back. If I didn't have the wrapper, I had to eat it, right? Because I'm not throwing that thing away, it's too good. And they last forever as well, right? So if you maybe want one right before bed, but you don't want to swallow it, you can put it in your wrapper. But you guys, these Thieves mints are phenomenal for kids because they're smaller. If you haven't seen them, they're just kind of, I guess, cert sized, I guess I would say. But they're smaller. They don't last as long. They're not as powerful or strong, but they will take care of a cough or a tickle as well. I actually put 10 of these by my bed because at night, oftentimes I'll get that tickle, dry throat at night. And this is perfect to be able to go to sleep with, okay? It's got Thieves in it too, so I don't have to worry about sugar eating at my teeth, right? So these are great options. And I love that we have so many options that we don't have to stress out if something's out of stock, right? Because we have other things. Now, another tip that I love to use these tins to repurpose, okay? So this one actually I pulled out of my purse. This is my cough drop tin. So I actually stick those cough drops in here so that I can find them in my purse and they're not just all over. And then this is an older tin, but I repurpose this for supplements. So this one actually has Inner Defense and, I have a couple Digest and Cleanse left. But I would maybe put some enzymes in this today. You could put some MuPro if you were really out and about. But I love taking Inner Defense with me because sometimes when I'm out and about and I feel like, it's coming down, right? And so this is a great, easy way to quickly address that issue and not worry about it. Plus I can find it, okay? So that's the next tip. All right, then sometimes you just get that tickle, right? You get that sore throat thing, and in a pinch, I know that's out of stock, right? We can use this. Okay, this is the thief spray. And I know technically it's not supposed to be used for that, but so you would just spray it on your throat because it would take care of that, okay?
If you're not a good shot, it would go in your mouth.
Kirk's not a very good shot with that. I don't know. But did you know you can make your own throat spray as well? Anybody know what this is? Mouthwash. Mm-hmm. So this is not just to swish and spit, okay? Although if that's what you choose to do, Rhonda Stickle years ago told me a tip that she takes her mouthwash and swishes it around her mouth and then spits it in her toilet and cleans her toilet. So it's double dipping there, which is an awesome economical way to clean your toilet, and it will work. But you can also put it in a spray bottle. Okay, so juice whatever spray bottle you have, and this one was hard to aim, so I did put a little bit in there, and you can see I just added a little bit of mouthwash. You can put it however strong you want it to be, because this stuff is pretty potent, I will say. It is, you get your money's worth with this. And then fill it with your distilled water or your purified water, okay? We have a Berkey, so I would fill it with my Berkey water, and then I can take it and spray it in my mouth. I could spray it. I could use this to spray surfaces as well. You could spray your cart handle. You could spray your hands afterwards. So again, don't freak out that you don't have sanitizer. Mouthwash would work in a pinch, I promise. And you could, if you wanted it stronger, you could just fill the bottle with mouthwash and take it with you, okay? So again, I would put it in a little bag so that I can always find it and not be searching through my purse because, or maybe this is something you just leave in your car right now, maybe this size of one, and just leave it in your car. So then when you get back in your car after you've been shopping, the first thing you do is grab this, spray your hands, spray your steering wheel, wipe it all off, wipe off the door handle. It's all gonna be fine. You could do this with Thieves Household Cleaner as well, right? Or wipes. So make sure you wipes. And there are tons of wipe recipes, so I'm not going to go through that right now. Okay, so we just posted, I just shared the Luscious Lemon a hack for a diffuser recipe for that, right? And you guys, here are all the oils, because Kirk and I just grabbed all these oils to make that combination. All right, why don't you walk them through this next tip? This is one I learned from Sherry Stevens. So go ahead.
We're all about reusing and recycling, so this is an old Nixia bottle. We go through a lot of these days, but filled it up with our tap water, and then according to the hack, it was
two of each
basically, but cinnamon. So we kind of tripled it up to put it in this, and we filled up our aria and it smells delightful.
And you can do it as strong as you want, okay? If you're not a measurer, you can just let it pour. I love this idea though, because this can sit next to the diffusers, and we could write on it lemon or luscious lemon, right? And it can sit next to the diffusers. It's so much easier to pour that than to go find 6 different oil bottles, okay? Because I don't know, I have kids, but I might say, hey, go find this oil for me. And they'll come back and say, I can't find it. I don't know where it is, Mom. So instead I can say, go fill the diffuser with the water sitting right there. Oil's already in it. Just shake it gently.
Loosen it up a little bit.
Pour. All right, next tip. This is one I learned this week from Deborah Rayburn. You guys have these wonderful seedlings wipes.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't, these are in stock right now. You may want to get a 3-pack, whether you have babies or not. And I have a plethora of them right now because a few months ago they were free on our promos. So you guys, even if you think I don't need that product, it's free. Hello, you will need the product eventually, okay? So seedlings wipes, this is cool. All right, if you pull it one way, you're gonna see it doesn't move, okay? It's really tight. Those fibers are woven super tight, right? But if you turn the wipe and pull it the other way, can you see it stretching? Okay, now watch. I'm gonna actually do this with Kirk. I don't think you know what this is, do you?
I've never seen this, no. This would be good for tank.
Okay, so this would be good. We have a dog, a Mastiff, who drools a lot. But
only when he's anxious.
If you are in the need, you're going out and about, and you're a little bit worried about what's going to happen, look at this. So you can do, if your face is, if you have a smaller face, you could probably just put a hole right here. Well, anybody can do this. But you want to just kind of punch a little hole here in the edge, okay? And if your face is small enough, that can actually fit around your ears, or, I don't know if yours is small enough.
Glasses?
Yep, or your glasses. Take your glasses off. And we'll stick them through just at the tip.
Yes.
And then he can, oops, this is easier to do. This was easier to do with me, on me.
Last summer, this looked really silly. Now you're in high fashion right here.
What a great tip this is, though, you guys. And you're breathing in good, it's seedlings calm, so you're going to be calmer. You could also take your spray bottles and squirt some thieves cleaner on it, or your mouthwash, or just take your oil and drop your oil on it. So that's extra powerful, extra strong. I love this tip, right? And yes, it is trending. So, you could be the style and you're using good cleaning products, okay? The other tip that one of my members shared is that you could take this wipe and put it on the bottom of your Swiffer and clean your floors with it, okay? So great uses for seedlings, even if you don't have babies. Again, you could also wipe your car down right now. You can wipe your hands. You can wipe all the things with those seedlings wipes, and it is dang amazing. All right, my last tip for you. How many of you have, you read about in the reference guide, do a suppository. You can do, I know. And I've always been like, oh, no, gross. And in my mind, for some reason, I've always thought a suppository means like a tampon, which is big, it can go. And I'm like, oh, that's too much coconut oil to put anywhere. Certainly in areas that are a little bit more delicate. So I was talking to my friend Rhonda Favano, who is another diamond, and she said a suppository is just a small little thing. And she repurposes, this is an essential zyme for, what do you call it? The holder, the wrappers,
yeah.
Right? So we're repurposing this, okay? And she said she even keeps this thing in her freezer so they're easy to find. And so I'm going to just show you how easy this is, okay? And so we decided to make a discomfort blend recipe, and some of you will recognize this. So I took, I just got a little bit of coconut oil out. I don't know. I just scooped some out, okay? And so I just kind of mixed it up so that it was softened a little bit. And this is just coconut oil. It's organic coconut from Costco. So just kind of mix it up. And then you can take your frankincense. So and I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 drops.
Yeah, probably.
We'll do 5. Because if we're putting this somewhere like that, we want it to be powerful, right? 5 we'll do, because we're going to do even drops. So we'll do 5 drops of Copaiba. And Grand Fir. This was released at the last rally, right?
Formerly known as balsam fir.
So 5 drops of that. I'm going to mix it up really good. And that you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of makes it even more liquidy, and it softens the coconut oil even more, which is awesome. So just make sure that you mix it up really good. You want to get in there and the other ones that I did earlier. So I did the LLP blend earlier because I was thinking, well, what could you use? And so this would be great, you guys, if, in the top. If they, no, it's in the, yeah. For kids who can't swallow pills, but you need to get a lot of oils into them, this would be a great option for them, okay? So then all I did is I took a little bit on my spoon or on my fork, and I put it right in this, and I could fill a couple of them, okay? And then what I did after that is I kind of scraped it off so that it's flat on there. I stuck them in the freezer for 10 minutes. That's all it takes. And look at these, okay? Rhonda's other tip is make sure that you label the baggie so you know what it is. Otherwise, you're going to be like, oh, we're just guessing here. So those are just some easy tips. You don't have to be afraid. Now, you no longer have to be afraid of suppositories because it's going to be okay. And you don't have to, we have so many options for this season and this experience in our lives right now. We do not need to fear. So please hear that. Be brave. You have oils to help you be brave. I saw several of you mentioning Valor earlier and other things. This is my favorite, Sacred Mountain. It helps me ground. And when my thoughts are going crazy, I'm using a lot of Sacred Mountain, okay? And so whatever you do, just know that God has great plans for you, and we are made to prosper, and none of this is taking him by surprise, okay? So we can live in confidence and know that with our products, we are taken care of. And you need to make sure you have these products at home so that you're prepared. Anything else you want to say?
Fear is not our friend. So get close with your community, with your tribe, and oil on. Oil on, my friends.
All right, we love you guys. Have a great day and enjoy the other speakers.
Bye.